Dear students, good morning. Our topic is going on, that is a vector. Okay, and we read what is vector, types of vectors. Okay, then what is the main vector, unit vector, how we can find unit vector. ये सब हम पढ़ चुके थे. Then we read about the laws of addition of vectors. Now today also I'll again repeat these laws of vector addition. The number law, first law of vector addition is triangle law of vector addition. What is this law? If two vectors are represented by two sides of a vector in same order, two vectors are represented by two sides of any triangle in same order, then third side of that triangle in opposite order shows the addition of given two vectors which are represented by the side of triangle. Here you remember that P and Q are in same order and R is in opposite order. Okay, so P vector plus Q vector equal to R vector. If any triangle is like that, this is P vector, this is Q vector and this is R vector, all three are in same direction, then it becomes P vector plus Q vector plus R vector becomes 0. Why? We take a point that this vector is A vector. If we take same length line but we change the direction of arrow, then this vector becomes minus A vector. Magnitude is same but direction is opposite. Now how it comes? देखिए, when we apply vector triangle law of vector addition here, then P vector plus Q vector equal to R vector. What it happened when the direction of this arrow is in this direction, but actually this is in this direction. So if we want to reverse the direction of this, then we take minus R. अब minus sign we take it in left hand side, then minus becomes plus. So we can also write like that. ट्राइंगल लो तो ये हो गया, ये तो ट्राइंगल लो से हमने इक्वेशन और इक्वेशन बताया आपको that if all three sides of a triangle are in same order, then addition of these three vectors are 0. If three vectors are represented by three sides of a triangle and all three are in same order, then the addition of these all three vectors are 0. P vector plus Q vector plus R vector equal to 0. Okay, then second law is polygon law. This polygon law is applicable when more than two vectors are there. If we take any polygon, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, any polygon, if vectors are represented by the sides of a polygon in same order, then last side of that polygon in opposite order equal to the addition of all these vectors. Means from this diagram it is clear that A vector plus B vector plus C vector plus D vector equal to E vector. A vector plus B vector plus C vector plus D vector equal to E vector. So this law is applicable when there are more than two vectors we want to add. When we want to add more than three vector, then we take 4 vector, then we take pentagon. If we add 5 vectors, then we take a hexagon. Okay, like that. This is the very simple law. In words we can write if different vectors are represented by different sides of a pentagon, hexagon, or a polygon in same order, then last side of that polygon is equal to the sum of all vectors or equal to the resultant of all the vectors represented by the side of given polygon. Okay, dear students. Then third law of vector addition is parallelogram law of vector addition. Parallelogram law of vector addition is, in this we take a parallelogram and two vectors are represented by the sides of adjacent side of a parallelogram. Adjacent sides of parallelogram. This is the common point of these two sides. P and Q का एक common point. Then the resultant is equal to the diagonal passes through the common point of these two sides R. This diagonal is equal to the resultant of these two vectors P vector plus Q vector. Now this R vector equal to P vector plus Q vector. If two vectors are represented by two adjacent sides of a parallelogram which are directly away from the common point of these two vectors, then the diagonal passes through the common point shows the resultant of these given two vectors. Okay, then R vector equal to P vector plus Q vector. Here, if the angle between P and Q is theta, then we prove in tomorrow class we prove that what is the value of R. Value of R is, in tomorrow class we prove that R equal to P vector plus Q vector. P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Today you have to write this formula directly, and in tomorrow class we prove this. What is R? R is the resultant, magnitude of resultant of P and Q. P is the resultant of first vector, magnitude of first vector. Q is magnitude of second vector, and theta is the angle between P and Q. And if we have to write the direction of R, angle from P, then that is, we also prove this, tan alpha equal to P Q sin theta plus Q cos theta. Today we take a simple example based on this formula. Okay, two vectors have magnitude 3 Newton force and 5 Newton. Angle between these two forces are 60 degree. Then find the resultant of these two forces. Here we have to find the resultant. What is P? P equal to 3 here. What is Q? Q equal to 5 here. Newton. Then what is the value of R? And what is theta? Theta is angle between P and Q is 60 degree. Then under root P, value of P, we apply this formula. Value of P is 3 square 5 square plus cos 60. 2. P is 3, Q is 5, and cos 60. What is the value of cos 60? Cos 60 degree. We know that cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. Cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. Then 9 plus 25 plus 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 multiply with 1 by 2, then 2 and 2 cancel out, then 15 plus 25 means 40 plus 9 49, under root 49, and under root of 49 is 7 Newton. So in this condition resultant of these two forces are 7 Newton. So by this formula we can find the resultant of any two vector quantities. Okay, and we proved these two formula. But in today's class we take only the formulas, and in tomorrow class we prove this formula. Okay dear students, thank you.